One thing that can improve your life instantly is adapting the beginner's mind, or Shoshin in Zen Buddhism, which refers to an attitude of openness, eagerness, and lack of preconceptions when approaching any task, just as a beginner would, like you don't know anything about it. This mindset shift allows us for greater activity, receptiveness to learning, and enjoyment of life. Let's talk about how you can approach this, how you can adapt this. The first thing is you should be aware of preconceptions. Acknowledge these preconceptions and biases that exist around you. Recognize that these can cloud your judgment and limit your experiences as well. By being aware of them, you take the first step towards setting them aside. Excerpt from The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, the mind is a superb instrument. If used rightly, used wrongly, however, it becomes very destructive. To put it more accurately, it is not so much that you use your mind wrongly. You usually don't use it at all. It uses you. Next is to let go of expectations. Consciously decide to let go of any expectations that you have attached to the outcome. This means not expecting things to turn out a certain way, which can free you to fully engage with present moment and keep aside the thing that you are expecting from the very task that you are doing. What it does is that it keeps you in this very moment instead of you being to and fro in the past experiences and in the future, that outcome that you are experiencing or that you are expecting from that very thing that you are doing right now. So if you are going for a holiday, just expecting it to be a great holiday, expecting it to be something very adventurous is, putting a trigger on your mind to be in that place where you are not allowing yourself to do a lot of stuff, where you will not be enjoying the very basic moments, the very basic moment of getting up on a plane, enjoying tea, the clouds, the weather, or even the very basic moments with your family or your friends that you are going on in the vacation. Excerpt from The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid any misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. With just one agreement, you can completely transform your life. The next thing that you can do to adapt this beginner mindset is to cultivate curiosity. Approach situations with curiosity. Learn from the children around you. They're always curious about the little stuff, how this thing works, how that thing works, and why those things work. They're always asking questions because they are curious to know how the world around them works. Approach situations with curiosity as if encountering them for the very first time. Ask questions, as many as you like. Explore different perspectives and be genuinely interested in discovering something brand new. It keeps you on your toes to explore new things, to experience new things. When you have this, this bliss inside you that you want to experience, you want to know how something works, you want to know how something goes, that keeps you in that beginner's mindset, and that keeps you in that good improving growth mindset. Excerpt from Mindset, The New Psychology of Success by Carol Dweck. Why waste time proving over and over how great you are when you could be getting better? Why hide deficiencies instead of overcoming them? Why look for friends or partners who will just shore up your self esteem instead of ones who will also challenge you to grow? And why seek out the tried and true instead of experiences that will stretch you? So, do the things that are new to you that you have never experienced before just for the sake of knowing. Next is to embrace learning opportunities. Always be eager to learn new things. See every experience as a new opportunity to learn. This means being open to making mistakes and viewing them as part of the learning process rather than any failure or any embarrassment attached to it. Just put down, the expectations you have from yourself when you're doing something the very first time, because when you do something for the very first time, you don't have any know-how about it. You don't know how things work. So just put down the expectations for a bit moment and just indulge yourself into that very task to know how that works. Excerpt from The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown. Understanding the difference between healthy striving and perfectionism is critical to laying down the shield and picking up your life. Research shows that perfectionism hampers success. In fact, it's often the path to depression, anxiety, addiction, and life paralysis. The one thing that I guess the generation we live in, the world we live in right now, is that we're filled with judgment. We are, diseased with judgment. We judge everything and everyone so quickly in just a blink of moment that we are judging everything and everyone like we hold some type of power to judge everyone. You don't. Observe without immediately categorizing or judging. Just observe. You have the power to observe, but you don't need to judge anyone or anything. This means that you allow experiences to unfold without labeling them as any good or bad. This non-judgmental awareness helps you remain open as well as receptive. And when you're not labeling something, you're just observing it. You're just, you're not letting it impact you in that kind of way. When you're not putting it into the box of it's a good thing or it's a bad thing. Excerpt from Radical Acceptance by Tara Brach. When we put down ideas of what life should be like, we are free to wholeheartedly say yes to our life as it is. Let me tell you 4 basic things that you can do in your life to implement this beginner's mind thing in your life. First thing is that you can start with your routine activities like brushing your teeth, eating, or walking. Just pay attention to the mundane sensations and actions involved as if you were experiencing them for the very first time. Second thing is interactions. When you interact with someone, when you are in conversation with someone, listen to them actively without planning your response. Because when we are generally talking to someone, we usually are waiting for our turn to respond. So we unintentionally are preparing that answer that we will be giving to them. So instead of, planning that response, just listen to them actively. Be curious about what other person is thinking, what other person's perspective is all about. Third thing is in work and hobbies. Approach your work and hobbies with a mindset of exploration and learning. Try new techniques and be open to unexpected outcomes. If you are bored of your daily work thing, try something new out. Or shuffle things up. Just to, mix things up. Just to be in that beginner mindset. Just to have fun. When faced with challenges, see them as opportunities to grow. Embrace the discomfort as part of the learning journey. One thing that we all fear in our minds is the discomfort of any challenge of any kind that we haven't experienced yet. It's the most, it's the most, I guess, uncomfortable feeling in the world when you are given a situation that you have never experienced before. So it becomes a discomfort a bit, but it is part of the challenge and it is part of the growth mindset, your learning journey. By adapting, a beginner's mind can transform your life by making each moment more engaging and enriching. It is one thing that has helped me with my life, with my things. This mindset fosters continuous learning, reduces stress, and opens up the new possibilities for personal growth. As Zen monk Shinro Suzuki said, in the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the expert's mind, there are few. Embrace the beginner's mind and you will find a world that is full of potential and wonder.